Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can also book that in the description box below. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Turritella agate, then this will be your reading. It's so detailed and beautiful, this stone. And I have a little write-up that came with it. It was a recent gift that came with it. I like that, how you get a crystal but also a little write-up. It's so nice. Because then you won't forget the name or its meaning. But it says here, fossilized snail and seashells, a spiritual crystal deeply connected to the earth and the home, offering strength and protection, assists during transitional times. It helps to ease fear and anxiety during those times of change, enhances emotional stability, healing and grounding, great for travelers as it protects against danger and alleviates fear, and it keeps your connection to loved ones at home. So I do, the home bit really stands out for me, and also like that helping with a bit of anxiety or anything around transitions and change. The keywords are security, stability and confidence. So that is your tumble. I'm going to be doing the pendulum at the end. I notice I'm doing it every second reading at the moment, so we'll see. Probably keep doing that. I was thinking to do charms, but I'm like, no, I feel like pendulum. It's all good. Might chuck the charms in there sometime soon though, because it's been a while. All right, group 1. So the energies in your reading first I can see here is Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. Lots of energy here. Yes. So that could be part of your chart. It could be someone you're dealing with, but anyway, it doesn't matter too much. We're just going to jump straight into the past energy for my beautiful group 1s. And it is a bit of a hard one. We've got here the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups and Temperance. So you've been really going through the motions potentially here. Group 1s, with the 4 of Cups, first of all, we've got a bit of regret or remorse, disappointment, heartbreak. This could be a third party situation, or there could have been some other factor involved that it was unexpected or unaccounted for originally, and somehow this painful situation has gotten out of hand and it's left maybe quite a mess for you to clean up. Or there's definitely, like, I'm really feeling like you, like, something uncalculated, like you didn't expect or you didn't consider a certain thing before a situation unfolded, and now you've got to deal with the aftermath or the cleanup or whatever this is for you. There was, it looks like there's an offer here. There was a beautiful offer for you in the past, but you've turned your back on the offer. You've closed yourself off to that offer. You're not feeling confident to receive something here, or you haven't been able to focus on whatever blessing might have been available to you in the past. And instead there's sort of, we're focusing on, in the past we've been focusing on heartbreak and pain, or a betrayal, even a situation that's very hard to move through, and finding it hard to find solution in that situation. So it's got you to the 7 of Cups here, which is mental overwhelm, emotional overwhelm, feeling anxiety and not sure which choice to make, which way to go. Usually with the 7 of Cups there's like a multitude of options for you to choose, but you're just not sure which one is right for you. And then we have Temperance here, where it's like, when I see the Temperance, I was like, you just gave it all up. You just gave up. You just let it all go and you surrendered, and you decided to, I'm hearing grab yourself. So maybe you've decided to just look after yourself in a situation and bring more balance into your everyday life and more stability, choosing to heal from a situation instead of trying to just figure it all out, because it was, I'm hearing unfigure-outable. Okay, so definitely some challenging energy. Sorry, I should have poured my tea first. It's gonna be a bit hot now. pretty warm. I thought that cool. So underlying energy of your reading is actually the Empress. So this situation could have to do with someone you nurture or care for, your children. It could have to do with something you're creating, you're birthing. There's a pregnancy here. It could have had to do with a pregnancy or something that you, something that you care for, something very beautiful. I think like this is your energy as well. You are a very caring, loving, nurturing person. I feel like you're very capable of taking care of people. No matter what it is that they need, you seem to know how to deliver that or help them, or, you know, make things work. I see the Four of Swords just here on a little peak as well. So, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Oh. I think like you're just having a fresh start with taking care of yourself right now and just contemplating things and just like, whoa, take a step back. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. So in the immediate energy, looking into the week ahead, we have the Page of Wands first. When I saw this, you're either sending a message or you're getting a message, but there's something going on in the immediate energy. So from watching this reading onwards, any time now, or maybe it's already happened, it's the current energy is the Page of Wands. So I feel like as well, it's like there's a bit of a lightening as well, like feeling lighter and moving away from a this part of situation. Maybe there's definitely I feel like some sort of message exchange here though. You either receive a message or it's time for you to send a message. The message could be something about generosity here with the Six of Pentacles. It could be like you're reaching out to give someone something, or someone's reaching out to give you something. I feel like as well when I look at this, like you're in the middle of planning something for someone, or you're organizing. Maybe you're a parent and you've got like things to do for them. Maybe they've got a birthday coming up, or maybe there's something you're doing with your children that you've got to organize or plan for, or maybe it's someone else's gift. There's gifts received or gifts given here. So, you know, it could go either way. It's a general reading. Yeah, I feel like finances are on your mind at the moment as well, a little bit. Like maybe you're trying to change things up with your finances, or do something there. In the middle of the week energy, we've got the Hermit here as well, and then the Four of Wands. So I feel like while there's a little bit of reaching out to other people, liaising, conversing with other people, or organizing things, whatever it is for you, a lot of your time is spent at home this week, or maybe always, maybe you work from home, but there's a lot of time spent at home just on your own and moving through some things, finding answers within yourself by just seeing how you feel as the days go by. And yeah, I do feel like this is a time when you're really getting deeper in touch with yourself, your routines. I do feel like there's also for some of you, there's like a birthday or a community event or something happening this week or soon, something to do with your family, or there's some sort of potential milestone or celebration here with that Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. But with the Hermit, I think you are spending most of this time just reflecting on what's going on and finding the truth for yourself. Just like, especially coming out of the Seven of Cups, like you're not going to have all the answers right now, but you're on your way to sort of grounding yourself in your own truth and working that out. End of the week, we have got the Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So you're waiting for someone to say something to you here. I think you're expecting, for some of you, this is a legal situation, but for many of you, I think you're expecting someone to say something to you, and I feel like you're expecting like a harsh message from someone. May not be for everyone, but I do feel that there for someone, you're expecting someone to give you their piece of their mind or something like that. For a lot of you, though, it's like a time for you to be wondering about what's ahead for you, and I think you're putting pretty strong boundaries around yourself within your life. I feel like you're making a bit of an island out of yourself, actually. There's a lot of reflection on the past and wondering where it is that you're headed. But yeah, definitely strong boundaries here, speaking your truth when needed. There may be a strong conversation had at the end of your week with somebody. So in the area of challenge, we've got the King of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords. So the challenge right now is an ending, something you perhaps saw great potential for. There was like you could really feel and see the situation unfolding, and I think you were the person driving this forward and making something happen, but for some reason we've had a severance here, the Ten of Swords, and it's a brutal one. It's a very, very painful Ten of Swords. You've come off the Three of Swords earlier in your reading, and this image here is one of the more brutal Ten of Swords images. So you can see that what you're struggling with right now is an ending of something you once had great potential vision for. What will help with that challenge though is Judgment and the Star, two major arcanas here, and it is to trust that what is unfolding is everything is okay, everything is how it is supposed to be. And when I say that, I feel weird saying that, because it's like things could have gone either way, because free will was involved in this situation. But it is where it stands right now, and there's a lot of purpose or truth you can find within how things are right now by just trusting and opening your mind to like why things are being forged, or like why things are being directed in the way that they are, and seeing that there is a greater awareness here to be found, and that there is still hope in a situation you may have once felt hopeless with, or that you've given up on. There is hope here, because the Star card is here in a situation that has the Ten of Swords in it. So there's hope in something here. There's potential, but it needs higher minds. It needs evolution. It needs a higher perspective. And to really trust in angelic guidance at this time, because like when I see this one here, I'm feeling like this is your guides, and they're here with you at all times. But I think you know that, but this is like in this moment, in this change, this transition, they're here with you, trying to encourage you and comfort you that everything is okay and everything's going to be okay, and that there is a higher truth to be found within this situation. Just keep healing yourself and holding on to hope for whatever it is that you have hope for. A higher perspective is needed. Maybe a bit of a clearing as well if you feel that's needed. What you don't see coming... I'm just getting with this one, keep your vibration really high, because you are going to need that when you're navigating this challenge, the path ahead. If this Queen of Swords is a confrontational energy, you're going to need that, because what you don't see coming is the Five of Wands, the Hanged One, and the Five of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming is potentially conflict with somebody or a group of people that leaves you feeling empty or sad, or that somebody cuts you off, or somebody it's a situation that you don't see eye to eye with this person or this group of people. They really can't see where you're coming from, or you can't see where they're coming from. There's a real mismatch here, and conflict, and there's too many people involved in the situation. That could be why it's so messy right now. But what you don't see coming is potentially conflict that leaves you feeling different about a situation than you once did. I think it makes you look at things differently, and there's no choice in this situation as well. It's something that happens, I feel, that's a challenge to deal with, but it leaves you feeling potentially left out in the cold. It could be a loss of finances involved in the situation. It could just have you feeling low self-worth, or not very good about yourself. But it is what it is, and I don't know. I feel like it's not a great situation, but you can handle it, because the outcome here is Chariot, Strength, and the Eight of Cups. So the outcome is that you have confidence to move forward and let go, walk away from things that don't serve you. But with the Strength card here, it's like, what I get is a bit of silence in this energy, in that you just accept things and move forward, even if it does hurt, even if it does mean that you don't get the last say, or you don't actually get to find a sense of closure or understanding with a person or a situation. Like, you just have to keep moving forward regardless, and unplugging from the BS. For some of you, you have a situation that's ongoing that, maybe it's like I don't know, I don't want to place it, because it could be anything, but there could be a situation that you have to keep dealing with ongoing. And it's going to constantly require your strength and your courage and you biting your tongue and letting go. And yeah, I don't fully know because it's general, but there is, for some of you it's wiping the slate clean and walking away. For others of you it's like how you manage the situation. And yeah, and just keep trusting, like coming back to this card, Judgment. If you see this, like something, if you see a picture, I don't know if I can focus it, in this particular card, it's I feel like it speaks a million words in the imagery of really trusting that higher guidance. So in the oracle cards you have the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. We'll read from the book for you. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details. The mouse spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it's easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as a small voice inside of you that says, "This doesn't feel right." Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there a detail or a nuance about how you engage with others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too easily dismissed it as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be important and powerful, more important than powerful than you think, so look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. Okay. And I feel like, especially with like middle of the week with the Four of Wands here and Hermit, like the details can also be like just everyday stuff, getting on top of your routine and attending to everything that needs to be done around the home or within your work or within your family, things like that. Within your health space, I'm getting like a health checkup for somebody that could be anything, mental, emotional health, or like I'm feeling more dentistry for someone, but yeah, like there's appointments or things that need to be done. You have the card Flow, and flow is there are times to hold on tight onto the shore and there are times when to enter the flow. Notice where life is going and move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist. When you go with the flow, your life force expands and healing on all levels abounds. This is also a time to release old limiting patterns, forgive and let go of the need to be right about your beliefs. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental. When you enter the flow with gratitude and love, you will find blessings surround you and you will enter into a state of grace. Healing will abound. Definitely like this energy of Judgment in the Star as well. It's definitely like see that higher perspective for sure. Go with the flow, let yourself be moved, bite your tongue where needed. And then you have Summer, expansion and growth. I love this for you. It shows that like the sun is going to peek out from whatever clouds might be sort of over you at the moment or in this situation, or maybe this situation unfolds, but regardless you're still forging ahead and growing and finding yourself. Like I feel like with the seasonal change as well, whether you're in the northern hemisphere things are cooling down or your southern hemisphere and things are warming up, there's like you're feeling the shift within yourself and a bit of a drive forward, a bit of momentum and courage and confidence. I can really feel that in this card. Summer is bursting with energy. The sun is high, the weather is warmer, and the nights are shorter. Summer brings increased growth for all living things, but all the energy and unrestricted growth can get out of hand. Increased growth means increased attention is required to manage your projects so you can ensure everything unfolds properly. The summer card means it's optimal time for expansion, but this also tells you to keep an eye on the energies in your life so that they stay focused and productive. If you don't tend to your garden or tend to the small things, it will become overgrown and scraggly. Some endeavors will fail as others overshadow them, like a vine strangling a beautiful plant. What parts of your life can expand to feel more fulfilled? I feel like you got a lot to deal with, and I think you're like trying to keep it to a minimal here this week as well, like your contact with people, because you're just trying to get through with whatever's going on in your internal world, this shift and this change, but also like everyday life stuff. And I feel like you don't have too much room for other extra people right now, or like just the capacity or strength to take too much on, and that's okay. Give yourself that grace. It will all make sense soon. You will find your place in the world even when you don't know how. I kind of feel like you got this one last week, I'm not sure. You have don't dwell on what might be on the other side of that closed door. And some tea leaf before I go into the pendulum to finish your reading. So you've got hills with obstacles to overcome. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. I kind of saw like a saxophone in that one. You have a secret admirer. I think you got this one last week as well, so they're sticking around. Somebody's maybe keeping an eye on you or is there for you. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Five of Pentacles is in what you don't see coming, so there could be something coming up around your finances. There may be a big bill coming or some sort of loss you need to be mindful of and ready for. And ink pot, problems to be resolved. And I think you know that as well, but it is something with the Chariot, the Strength and the Eight of Cups, you are handling it in a way that lets go of the emotional charge and kind of like what's not yours to fix anymore, like that exhausting battle to keep dealing with something. It's like, that's not the way to handle it. And it's not your responsibility, or there's certain things that you can't fix, and that's okay. But what you can do is be in charge of your own energy and your own choices, and let people wear their own energy and their own choices. Like, it's not, yeah, I think you can take something from that. So we're going to go for the pendulum reading. Take it or leave it, guys. It's up to you if you want to connect to the pendulum for a question. So just a yes or no. Pause the video if you need more time, of course. But we'll go in and check for a yes. There we go. Thank you. And can I see a no? Very good. And the answer to group 1's question, please. I remember someone saying something about checking for a maybe, but I only just remembered that now. So anyway, the answer to group 1's question. I don't know if I said group 2 then, but group 1, please. Feels like it's going to a yes. Yeah. I'm getting a yes, but it takes a while to get going, if that makes sense. So maybe that's like a factor for you, that whatever the yes is, it's like not an immediate yes, but it is a yes for whatever that is for you. So group 1, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. I'm hoping to put out a new extra love reading soon, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I can get that done. I say that all the time with the pure intention of actually doing it, and then life gets in the way and I never manage to get it done. But I'm going to try and do that because I know that it's a change of season, and yeah, a lot of people are interested in new connections coming towards them, or maybe even current connections. You can probably still use the same reading for it. I'll try and shape it so it fits everyone, no matter where they stand in connection. So yeah, that's what I have for you, group 1. I look forward to reading for you all again next time. Take care. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the fossilized coral, I don't know if it's going to focus well. It's so pretty. And this is going to be your reading, and just like group 1, I actually felt like saying group 2 when I was doing group 1, so maybe some of you have come from group 1, or maybe you feel drawn to group 1. But yeah, this is a little gift which came with the write-up, so I'm going to stick to that. And it says here that fossilized coral is a grounding stone, a stone of change to help us make a long-standing changes we have been putting off and help us to stick to them. It's an excellent stone for embarking down a new path with steady and resolute energy. Coral brings us in tune with whatever is changing tides in our ancient earth, with the ever-changing tides of our ancient earth. It is a powerful reminder of the passages of time and the endless ebb and flow of the cosmic source. It's a stone of emotional balance and love. It facilitates intuition, imagination, and visualization. I feel like the main message here is about making those long-standing changes, things that maybe we've been putting off, and what are some of the things that you've been putting off, changing, or adjusting, and you're ready, or you want to be ready, or something like this. It's time to actually do it and move forward. So anyway, group 1, let's jump in to your reading. Some of the energy I can see here is Aries. Capricorn is here, and Cancer is here as well. So could be part of your chart. It could be someone you're dealing with at this time. Yeah, we've got the water signs, the earth signs pretty heavily. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the main energies was that Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. Anyway, we'll jump into the past energy as we do for our group 2. I've also got the pendulum as well, guys, so if you'd like to stick around at the end, there'll be a little yes or no. You can have a think about what you'd like to ask. Alright, so the past energy for group 2. I keep going to say 1. So we have the Page of Cups here, or the Knave of Cups. We have the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knave of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So all right, so what I can see here for group 2, like I feel, well, first of all, look at the image here of the Page of Cups. This person's doing some deep reflection work here. So maybe you've been reflecting a lot on yourself, on your personality, or on your way of connecting with people, on your creative pursuits, on your self-expression, your way of communicating. It could be anything really, but it could be all of those things as well. There's definitely I feel like you've also been reflecting on times when you've been vulnerable, and maybe even being hard on yourself for being vulnerable, and there's no need for that if that's the case for you, because your vulnerability is a beautiful thing, and sure, sometimes it leads us to painful places, but we learn from those experiences, and I don't think it's any reason to shut yourself off from connection or the world, if that is something you've been reflecting on anyway. So with this card as well, I do feel like there's been maybe like a bit of a surprise for you in the past you've been navigating, and so this surprise has brought you to new opportunities, or some sort of growth within yourself. This surprise could be anything, like a sudden change of path, or meeting a new person, or like a new opportunity or an offer or something like this, or going and changing up your routine, doing things a little differently. Maybe you've been reflecting on the way you run your life and thinking about what changes need to be made to bring in more balance, more health, more stability. Maybe it's about these long-lasting changes you've been wanting to make and really implement in your life. Maybe it's to do with your daily routines. Maybe it's to do with your nutrition and your diet. Maybe it's to do with your work ethic, or your business, or the energy you put into your work that you create, the things you create, or your studies, or something like this. Like you've been reflecting, maybe you've been doing a bit of an overhaul on the whole of your life, but in this really stable way here. We've got the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles as well. So I do feel like a nice amount of balance is something you've been reflecting on, or your routine, how to get more balance. I feel like how to get more stability and strength within yourself to handle things. I also feel like there's something about you that's like, almost like, I don't know, I'm getting like somebody's wanting to make themselves untouchable in a way. Like maybe it's because of past vulnerabilities or being hurt, but you're like wanting to be stronger, or making sure that the choices you make, or the energies you let into your life, or the things you do, are all things that contribute to building more strength and stability within yourself. Because I feel like part of that for some of you may come from fear of being hurt. And I'm not even sure what to say about it, but I just feel like it might be there, like you're wanting to just build this resilience within yourself. And it could have to do with the crystal, like these long-lasting changes. I feel as well there's been a date set for the future for something here, just seeing that the 31st of October is marked off, and at the time of this recording that is in the future. So sometimes I see it as that particular date. Maybe you're celebrating Halloween, but or something else. But I feel like this could be any date that's been marked for the future, and it could be an actual date here with this couple that's like, even though this is past energy, it's like something you're planning for the future. Or maybe some of you have started online dating, or you're maybe you're doing work on the line, because this person's out in nature but he's like working on his laptop here. You could be studying things to do with nature, natural healing, modalities of any kind that's to do with the natural world. Maybe, yeah, this, take it how it resonates, but I do see here that like you're getting it done. Look at you, like on the phone, on the computer, writing it down, dinner's cooking in the background, like you've been really in charge and making things work for yourself. Yeah, things have been, I feel like, even though I do see that there's some things that have been challenging around you or in the past or something that you still navigate, like you're grabbing a hold of your life. You're grabbing a hold of yourself, or you're grabbing a hold of your stability and your strength, and like you're working through things, and you're improving things here and there, and like you're pulling it all together. And I think you're doing a damn good job. That's what I want to say. I think you're doing a really good job, actually. Like, I can actually feel a little bit emotional at that point. Like, I want to cry now. So maybe some of you like needed to hear that, or like finding it hard to acknowledge that, and maybe you're being a bit too hard on yourself. Like, whoa, I can like really just want to cry. It's okay to cry. Let it out. Go for it if that's what you need to do. If you don't, just laugh at me. That's okay too. But yeah, there's definitely like a need to acknowledge that you're doing a really good job. You're doing the best you can. And for some of you, like you're in charge of little people, and like you're the only one, or there's a lot on your shoulders. There's like, I'm hearing I boss girl too hard. And that may not be everyone. Some fellas connecting in might not resonate with that, but like sometimes we overcommit ourselves, or feel like we've overcommitted ourselves, or we've got really big dreams, and you just, yeah, whatever it is, you're getting it done. You're writing the to-do list, you're ticking it off, you're making it happen. And I think you need to be giving yourself a bit more credit for that, and maybe a bit of fun time as well, because I do feel like, I want to say you've been working hard, but then like maybe you're too hard on yourself, and even acknowledging that, like it's not hard enough, or it's not, yeah. Anyway, in the current energy moving into the week ahead, we have got the Ace of Swords and then the Ten of Swords. So there may be a conversation had for some of you around an ending, or with someone you've separated with. We've got the Five of Pentacles here as well. This conversation could end up really like a closure conversation for some of you, severing things once and for all. For others of you, this could be just around clarity of what it is you need to do to like rise up as the phoenix here in this particular Ten of Swords. Group 1 had a Ten of Swords card as well, but that one was the more brutal energy of like somebody stabbed everywhere, which is the typical depiction for Ten of Swords. But for you, it's more about like the phoenix rising and coming, lifting yourself up and transforming from something. So for some of you, I'm just getting drawn back to this, the fossilized coral, about lasting changes that you've been putting off and sticking to them. So maybe it's like you're really ready to make this change, end something, finish something, so that you can grow and transform and align with the things you want to align with. So things that are lowering your vibration, it could be to do with the things we're like ingesting, whether that's through our diet, our social media, smoking, drinking, conversations, certain types of conversations with people, whatever it is. So actually I want to hold this one up as well with the Ten of Cups here, because see how this person is like, they've got their earmuffs on and they're like, I wonder if I should go back, and they're sort of doubting their steps, not sure, feeling a little lost right now. But then there's little helpers here are like, no, keep going this way. Keep going towards the ending and the truth and the severance and the transformation. Don't go towards something that you think is going to make you really happy. There's something here that you may need to give up that you thought was going to make you really, really happy, maybe long-term happy with the Ten of Cups here. There's definitely a message about that here for some of you. Yeah, there's something that, like, you know, maybe there was a relationship that you thought would end in marriage, or would get to that place, and if for some reason it hasn't happened that way, and there's a need to accept that and move forward into this change or this transformation, or however it fits for you. The Devil card was after the Ten of Cups, which tells me that some of you, that'll be really hard to let go of, because there's quite this strong attachment, or there's a really deep connection you feel for this situation or this person, this outcome. And then we have the Nine of Swords as well. So it's going to be a struggle this week releasing things. For some of you, it's literally ice cream, or it's sugar cravings and sugar addiction. Maybe that's what it is, instant gratification around those things. Or, you know, the Devil energy can be anything at all. It can be addiction to a certain level of status that you wanted for yourself, or, you know, material gains. It can be so many different things. It can be addictions of any kind, obsessions, possessions, but it's something that you need to, like, I'm hearing go cold turkey. So someone might be quitting smoking or something, but go cold turkey on the situation, or just keep focusing on this. That's what the little helpers are saying. They're like, just keep focusing on this. Yeah, there's a burning flame here that may be like exciting, or something, some part of it may be something that you feel like is still alive there for you, and maybe that's true, but right now what you need to know is to keep on moving towards your transformation. Move past these negative thoughts, or thoughts that say that I'm never going to find what I want, or I'm never going to be happy, or like I've let go of too much, or I'm unable to let go of the things that hold me back, or like whatever these struggles are for you. It's like, open the window, let fresh air in, but also let the good thoughts in too. Maybe someone's needing to open a window. In the area of challenge, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So the challenge might be like, there's so many things I want to say just now. Like, okay, so Four of Pentacles can sometimes represent a bit of a blocked heart, or feeling like you're really closed off. So maybe you're dealing with someone who is very closed off, or maybe you are feeling very closed off from letting new opportunities in, or like letting yourself have a new beginning, with this Nine of Pentacles being independent and self-sufficient, somebody who's really super abundant. So maybe you're like trying to get yourself in a better place financially, or this could be to do with, like I said, like a blocked heart space, and like welcoming people into your world, and to share with people, to build connections, but to remain independent at the same time. Independence may be a struggle, or feeling like, you know, you've got a lot to get done. This person's got an apron on and like a bandana, like this person's got work to do. So maybe you feel like there's an endless amount of work that you need to do, and you have to do it all on your own. That could be a bit of your challenge right now. Sorting and cleaning cupboards, things like that. She's literally doing that in this card here. There's a pot that boils over again. So you've got like boiling pots in a couple of your images here, which to me makes me feel like maybe you're a little overwhelmed at times, and like you've just feel like you've got so much to get done. Like you maybe have big goals, or a lot of them. Yeah, the challenge is, but maybe it's also to do with being single and letting someone new in. That sort of thing could be a challenge. What will help with your challenge? We've got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Cups. This is playfulness. Doing something you once used to enjoy when you were a child, maybe. Or it could have to do with spending time with your children, having fun, being spontaneous, going out, like, you know, can we do this? You know what? Yeah, why not? That type of thing. Like, challenge yourself to say, yeah, why not? If you've got children and they get these crazy ideas, and some of the ideas are like, no, we can't do that. But just do challenge yourself a little bit. If this message is for you, to like, just before you say no, just think about maybe you can, or maybe you can, you know, alter what they've asked for to make it happen. And this could be anything, like an extra story at bedtime, or I don't know, just whatever it is for you, if you have children. For others of you, this can be also like a spontaneous reconnection with someone from the past, or spending time with family. Like if you're feeling this impulse to go visit your sister, or go visit someone, like go and do that. It's going to feel good. Go catch up with that old friend who really gets you and understands you. Go have fun. Go and experience some joy with like something that tickles your inner child with the Six of Cups, or something that like takes you back, a bit of nostalgia here. Reunion could be possible here as well. If you're like holding back from reuniting or catching up with someone, maybe that will be really beneficial for you to just see where they're at. They can see where you're at. You can see where you're at within yourself for how much things have changed. Or yeah, also like witchcraft or rituals or something like this might be really supportive for you as well at this time. Do a couple of rituals. Just drawn to the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Eight of Wands underneath that, so there could be messages back and forwards that could get a little heated between you and another person this week, or it could be that someone messages really like impulsively. We've got impulsive energy there, maybe it's you, but it like it makes things move forward, or it like helps clear the air, or it's like necessary. There's a necessary message to be exchanged or conversation to be had this week with somebody, and it clears up the confusion and helps you move forward with more peace in your heart, which is needed. So what we don't see coming, we have the Fool, the Chariot, the King of Pentacles. And when I got the King of Pentacles, I'm like, I feel like this is someone external. What do they want? It's the Two of Cups. So a fresh new beginning for you, Group 2 leads you to somebody quite special. For some of you, this is a new love situation. It can be companionship of any kind. It can be like and you're moving into a brand new place and you meet your neighbor and they're like a really awesome person and you've got a new friend in the world, or maybe it's to do with your workplace, like maybe you've moved office or a new job entirely and your boss is a legend or something like that. You know, you love the team you work with. But for some of you, this is about a potential love relationship that's to come in, and I am expecting to do a relationship love message reading soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure when I'll get it done, but I'm hoping to get it done pretty soon and just drop it randomly on you all. So yeah, I do feel like for many of you that this is a date. Who knows where it's going to go. This is a general reading, but there is, what you don't see coming is a possibly Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We got Cancer placements here too with the Chariot. Somebody coming in to share something with you, to have maybe a meal together, or to share companionship or friendship in some way. So that's what you don't see coming. In the outcome area, we have got the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. When these two first came out, I thought, well, I feel like I like just heard sick of surprises. Okay. So I feel like you're sick of being at the whim of other people's choices or the way it has to unfold or something like this. So the Eight of Swords, you're feeling powerless as to how the wheel turns. Or back to the crystal actually, to also certain behavior patterns that keep repeating. Like, why do you feel so powerless to keep doing this thing, or to keep returning to a situation that's not good for you, that leads you to feeling unhealthy? But you're the one who's created this situation, and you're the one who can change it. That's like, it's as simple as that, is what I'm feeling here. And you're more than capable. Yes, there may be some tears to be shed, and there's somebody here that wants to help you through it too. Like, you can see this King of Cups is showing up in both cards. So there's someone really wanting to show up for you and support you and listen to you and maybe help you get things done. Like, this could definitely be like a family situation here. Somebody to help you with your children, or help you move through something that you're moving through that's really challenging and emotional for you. For some of you as well, you could feel like you're like still trapped to an emotional connection that once was. That High Priestess, you may be feeling like a lot of, Queen and King of Cups have a very strong emotional connection, but also very telepathic as well. And so maybe you're like releasing something from your heart space still, and there's something new coming in, and you're like, am I ready for this? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Am I ready for this new love? Am I ready for the leave the old cycle behind, close it out, and begin again in something new? Am I ready? And that's funny, this card's standing out. Let go of the idea that you're not ready. That's funny. All right. Okay, let's jump into the oracle cards and then your pendulum. So we have the Whale Spirit with Trust the Great Mystery. And I feel drawn to the protection message for this one. So we'll see. Certainty is not offered to you right now. You're being asked to trust the process of co-creation. Whale Spirit reminds you that your primary reality is not that of the material world, but that of the realm of spirit, from which the essence of your dreams and desires take shape before arriving as a specific form. You must trust absolutely that what will come will be for the highest good. Stay in your present moment awareness and allow the hidden realms to hold your intentions safely until it is time for them to manifest in the realm of form. Let go, for you will not be left behind. Some things take longer than others to arrive. Okay, I like that. Just trust. Yeah. Especially as you look back to the past here and like what could have been, and like, yeah, there may be times when you're doing just fine, you're happy moving forward, but then there's still a bit to release or move through for you. You have the card Hearth or Hearth, safety, comfort, and spiritual connection. I love the images of this particular deck. It's just so cozy. The Hearth or Hearth, I don't know how to say it. Like, I want to say Hearth. The hearth is the spiritual heart of your home, symbolizing the presence of spirit. A physical hearth, now I want to say hearth, provides light, warmth, and a way to prepare nourishment. The spiritual hearth represents the spiritual nature of the home. Sorry, I think I reread that anyway. The essence of what makes a place of rest, rejuvenation, and comfort. The location of the spiritual hearth is unimportant, as is whatever you might use or recognize as its physical representation. It may be a feeling, a meditation, a blanket. Hearth also symbolizes connection with those who you consider family as well as spirit. This card suggests that you look to those relationships and do what is necessary to reinforce them. Renew your connection to your hearth to keep the communication with spirit in your home vibrant. The reflection of this card is, in what way does your connection to spirit need attention? I feel like for some of you, you're very intuitive and you have these messages all the time about everything. And sometimes you may just ignore them or not follow them because maybe you want something different than what you're feeling, or yeah. And that's okay, but it's probably a good time to be listening in. Something's going to come to a head at the end of your week where you have to really listen to the higher messages. I do feel with that Nine of Swords there, you're going to need to really like clear it all out and just trust the truth and grab a hold of it. And even if you can't see or feel anything beyond anxiety or stress around a situation or the negative results, I think you need to really like trust. Okay, so we have the card Delight. Maybe there's some desire happening as well. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or to buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. You got the Knight of Wands there. There's double permission for spontaneity. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises. You may not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. I love that. Love that. You're needing a bit of that right now. Let go of the idea you're not ready. You are under construction. You're currently under construction. Please be patient. Yeah, especially those being too hard on themselves. You're going to master your material reality in the future. You have 2 tea leaf oracles and then your pendulum question. So Vulture, depression, anxiety, or worry that someone is against you. And Bow, you are highly thought of. Those two come together. I feel like for some of you, the person you think that is against you actually thinks really highly of you. And maybe you've got it all wrong in a certain situation. Not for everyone, but I do feel like you're going to know if that one was for you. For others of you, you know, these are separate things where like maybe there is a situation that you're worried about with someone, but for the most part you need to really kind of not worry about that and let it go, because you are really highly thought of and a very special person who brings a lot of joy to many lives, and even the people you haven't met yet. So yeah, know that you have a lot to offer and bring to the table. So your pendulum question, take time to formulate your question. How you ask the question is the most important thing. You may like to pause the reading if you want to, but we'll start with just getting a yes. Taking a while. There we go. Thank you. Okay, and a no. Thank you. That was nice and quick. So the answer to group 2's question that they're holding. It depends on them, I'm hearing. It depends on cycles being broken, bringing it to a yes. It's almost like it's a yes and you're the reason, or something like that. Like you can make it a yes somehow. Okay. Or so, yeah. Like you've got more power in the situation than you think you do. And for some of you that means something completely different to how you just interpreted that. Sorry to bring confusion about, but it's like you're needing a higher mind here to like trust in the great mystery and see that like what's right for you will be a good thing, even if you don't think so in this moment, or what you want is different to that or something like that. But anyway, that is what I have for you, group 2. Private readings are open for September. I haven't made my post about it yet, but I will get around to it because it's filling up already. But what was I going to say? Yeah, that's right. I was going to do a love reading soon. I think I already mentioned it anyway. I feel like there's something I'm missing to tell y'all, but probably not. It's all good. Yeah, anyway, I hope this reading helped. I hope it gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, group 2. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little agate family or community group of people, little crystal guys. And so this message is usually about dealing with groups of people, and it's actually quite dusty. It needs a little bit of a clean. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I feel like you're going to place your own message and meaning onto this one, with regards to how you're dealing with groups of people, collaborations, communities you belong to, families, relationships, all those things. So that could be a highlight for you at the moment. It could be lots of things you're thinking about in regards to your community and the people you spend time with. But yeah, let's jump into your reading, group 3. I felt like saying group 2, so maybe you're drawn there, but anyway, we've got Libra is here, Pisces as well, Cancer are the main energies in this reading. So that could be your sign, part of your chart, someone you deal with, but anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Let's jump in. I will let you know I'm going to do the little pendulum at the end. You probably saw it in the title anyway, so stick around the end for your yes or no question. But let's jump into the past energy. First we have the Magician, the 8 of Wands, and then the 9 of Swords. Interesting. When the Magician came out, I first heard you took matters into your own hands, and I don't know what that means or who that's for, but that was the first thing I heard when it landed on the table. But anyway, let's jump into the message. So with the Magician, 8 of Wands, yeah, well, clearly this is somebody who is manifesting something different, a change, or to see momentum forward. So here you've stepped into your power in some way in the recent past. You've maybe communicated that decision or the things that you're doing to someone. Maybe there was conversation back and forwards, and things perhaps got a little bit muddied, or during that conversation, because now we have the Nine of Swords. So it's like something you gave a go at or you attempted to do has gotten you in a position where you feel like it didn't work out how you wanted it to, or you're not so sure about the outcome. There's this fear here. This is a sleepless nights card. You could be getting a lot of dreams and messages in your dreams about what you're doing, trying to make sense of them. Maybe they don't really make sense though. I actually had a really weird dream last night. It just reminded me now. I don't know why I feel like sharing it, but I was like in Bali, and I was like eating some fruit or something, and then all these spots came over my face, and I've never had spots on my face before. And I was trying to figure out what it was and if I was going to be okay. I don't know. Dream interpreters, type down below. Anyway, you may be getting messages in your dreams. But it doesn't have to be that. It can also be just the fact that you're feeling like really overwhelmed by a situation that maybe you thought you had the power, or you grabbed the power, but then suddenly you don't have the power, or you feel like you don't. There's like a lot of uncertainty in your energy there, where you're not sure like how to handle it, what to say. You know, there's a bit of stress there in that situation. But I feel like you've got different areas of life that are going differently. Like there's one area over here, like work could be going really, really well, but there's like relationships are struggling or something. Like, you know, I feel like different areas of life are going, like some are good, some are bad. Anyway, well, I don't know about bad, but like challenging. Well, maybe it is bad, whatever. So in the current energy, we have got the Justice card in reverse. So for some of you, could feel like there's a situation unfolding at the moment that's very, very unfair. You could feel like there's not enough honesty in the situation. Maybe you feel like you're not being honest with yourself or others, or someone else is not being honest with you, but there's an injustice here. Things are not balanced. And then with the Knight of Swords, we can see that from that imbalanced state, somebody acts impulsively or feels like a sense of urgency to fix things or to drive things forward in the way they want the outcome to be. This could be you, it could be somebody else, but there's certainly like this, maybe for some of you, like a sense of justice and wanting to correct things really quickly. Like this is a bit of a win at all costs sort of card as well. The Knight of Swords can be someone who really just doesn't always think things through completely, but just goes for it, or can be aggressive energy as well. Maybe you deal with somebody who's a little bit aggressive sometimes, or like that hasn't really learned how to communicate very well, maybe as well. Like maybe they, I don't know. I want to say like maybe they just speak what's on their mind without thinking at first, or something like that. That could be the case. Next we have got the Two of Cups here. So for some of you, this could be somebody coming in who wants connection with you, who wants to communicate or to have a relationship with you. But we have the Seven of Wands next. So it's like maybe you're not so certain about this collaboration or this partnership, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be romantic. But the Seven of Wands here is like maybe you feel like you have to defend what it is that you want, or you feel like you have to protect yourself from certain energies. For some of you as well, like there's different parts. Like for some of you, you've got really good friendships you can confide in, and it helps you feel better and get a bit of a understanding, a bit of a sounding board around what you're going through. So if you do have good friends now this week, I think you'll get to have a conversation with someone who can really be there for you and understand you. And like, look at the delight in their faces. This is the Happy Tarot. So I felt very, very drawn to bring the Happy Tarot in for group 3 today. So I feel like this is the time to really like focus on your happy. Maybe even if things stress you out, or a situation is stressing you out, like still try and remember the sweetness of life and the beautiful things that you've got. Like, you know, like I'm just seeing a bowl of strawberries for some reason. So like I feel there's a cherry here. Maybe that's why I'm feeling strawberry. Fruit, like just the fruits of life, the beautiful blessings, the abundance that you do have in connection with others, and just literally the access you have to good produce or something. Like there's blessings there for you. But yeah, you know, coming back to I want to say coming back to reality. Not that that's not reality. Like, I feel like it just helps sweeten things when you're dealing with challenge, to like really stay grateful for the all the things you do have. And for some of you, I'm just seeing the caduceus in the background here. Some of you may be healers, or you're going to see a healer, and that would be really beneficial for you. Like, there's definitely like energy healing or some modality here that's very important to you that helps support you. So maybe utilize that, you know, at this time to help you when you feel like you're up against other people, or, you know, this could be a bickering group. It could be, because all these wands are sort of got you pushed up onto the hill here, and you're needing to defend yourself. Next, you have the Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, you're dealing with lots of different facets of life right now, and for some of them, some of these are great. There's like the light rays shining down on this Three of Pentacles tells me that there's like a new collaboration, or maybe current collaboration, it's going to bring you a sense of purpose, or a renewed sense of like motivation or something. There's working with other people right now is a good thing, but there's also a need for you to kind of be on your own at the same time. And it's interesting because you've even got two oracle cards that mirror that. You've got solitude, but then you've got time to collaborate. So you're going to know what areas you are needing solitude in, and what areas, you know, there's a bit of a balance needed here. And that's probably why the Two of Pentacles is there. It's like you're trying to listen to yourself and your own needs, and like really, really listen to yourself, and not put what other people want in front of what your needs are. And like, so that's why it's really important to get a bit of solitude and downtime to really feel into what's important for you and what you need, where it is you want to collaborate, who you want to work with, who is it that is like conducive with the future you want for yourself. Look at the energies around you, the things that they're doing with their life and they're creating, the things you're creating together, and pick and choose very carefully at this time, I do feel. And it's like time for you to really, like, even if somebody doesn't like it, do what is important for you, or follow your own feeling on things. In the area of challenge, a whole bunch came out, and that's okay, we took them. So the first one was the Nine of Cups, and I felt like, okay, maybe some of you don't exactly know what it is that you want, and that's why the Nine of Cups is in the challenge. For some of you, it's that you do know what you want, and it's unobtainable at this time. We have the Hanged Man, which kind of reiterates both messages, depending on how you look at it. We have the nine of Pentacles, yeah, and then the 10 of Wands. So for some of you, like, you're feeling trapped to certain collaborations or teams or groups or like commitments that you have, and it's really, really heavy for you to deal with. For others of you, you may feel like going on your own is too heavy and hard to deal with, so you remain trapped in certain collaborations. There's a with the Hanged Man here, you may not be looking at things as from the right angle, right? Because it's somebody hanging upside down and getting illuminated by the sun here on the crown. So it's when you look at things from a different perspective that you'll be able to see more clearly in this situation. I do feel like for some of you, there's like being on your own or doing something solo might be really daunting to you, because you feel like maybe you can't afford to do something on your own, or maybe you feel like it's just a lot of extra work if you don't have the help from certain people. I feel like for some of you as well, though, you'd rather go on your own, because certain people bring you a lot of drama or a lot of heaviness, and they make your day harder than it has to be, or like they just drop things on you that you don't need to be carrying, and it's not fair, you know. And maybe you just like, you know what you want, but you don't know how to fully go about getting it or claiming it. I don't know, take what resonates with that one, because it's like, there's a lot there. What will help with the challenge might be better in that we have the High Priestess first, so listen to your intuition. Really trust those messages that are coming through. We have the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords next. Claim your need for space, your boundaries, for rest and reflection here, because the more solitude, rest and reflection you get, the clearer you're going to feel about what it is you need and want, and that's the most important thing for you. Listen to your intuition. Collaborate and connect where needed. I can see that here, and it'll be easy. The ones that are meant to be working with you right now will be supportive, and you'll feel refreshed from having connected with them at that time. But there's others that, or a particular situation that is maybe you wanting to distance yourself from. But you are needing that time out right now. And if it's someone else who needs time out, then give that to them. Trust that's, Spirit is connecting with them and speaking with them and giving them the information and answers that they need as well. So whatever way it goes, take it how it resonates. But yeah, what will help right now is for you to be very clear on what you need. Maybe unplugging from the emotional charge in a situation as well, seeing things with a very logical perspective. And giving yourself the time to formulate opinions or clarity around a situation from a different perspective. Like, take the time out to meditate and think about things, because what I'm seeing here is there's like a divide between your truth and something that's painful, and you'll know why you're conflicted about choosing either one of those. But it's like there's something that I feel when I look at that, I'm like, I feel like there's something that feels unacceptable for you. And maybe it's someone's behavior towards you, or there's something that's going on and you're like, that is unacceptable. And it's a big part of my truth to stand up to that, or to not allow that, or to not accept that. And you're needing the time to really build the courage to step into that boundary, or to assert yourself in that way, or something like that. I don't know. But Spirit is talking to you. Meditate, take time out. You're allowed to have that time. So in the area of what you don't see coming, this is interesting. You have the King of Cups, the Three of Wands, and then the King and Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, straight away I can see here that somebody really wants to be with you, or spend time with you, or have a connection with you, but you may be feeling like there's someone else that's a better match for you out there in the future, with the King and Queen of Pentacles here after the Three of Wands. So maybe what you don't see coming is that, someone maybe you love very much as well. There's a deep connection here with the King of Cups, an emotional connection. Maybe it's that you want something more solid and more like progressive or grounded in the future for yourself. If this is to do with relationships, I'm going to be doing a relationship reading soon, so keep your eye out for that. Just an extra bonus read to be dropped. But I do strongly feel here that there's, for many of you, this situation is like what you don't see coming is a change of heart, or that you come to realize that there's something else out there for you, but it's not to come for a while with the Three of Wands. You may also have someone confess their feelings to you, or profess their feelings to you with the King of Cups, somebody who really feels a lot for you, and that they want to bring more stability. I don't know, I'm going to have to leave it there for the general, because I feel like it's a private that needs to go into the nitty gritty of this situation. But what you don't see coming is potentially a shift in the people around you, moving away from people that are maybe just not good for you emotionally, towards people that want to see you grow and support that growth, and more balance and more strength within yourself. And actually, I'm also seeing your ability to take care of yourself. You may underestimate your ability to create abundance, or to create solitude. I wanted to say fortitude. I wanted to say a few things then, like security, all these words came on all at once, but maybe solitude's part of it. Looking at what is to come. Something is coming. It's like, hey, another one. We got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to get another little peek at what this, okay? The Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, clarity around an ending here. Maybe you're needing to let someone go, or the Six of Cups is there, someone wants to come back. It's like, oh my goodness. Anything else? Temperance. We saw the Eight of Swords in the middle sticking out there, and I see the Seven of Pentacles as well. It's I feel like for some of you, you've invested a lot of time into a situation, so it's the part of you doesn't want to lose out on your investment and all that you've already given. And the card's sticking out to me, Five of Pentacles. It was really sticking out to me in the gap there. Five of Pentacles, leaving something in behind, or letting something go, or feeling, maybe feeling not good enough on your own, or worthless, or it can be about leaving someone in the cold, or being left in the cold. But Temperance is here. You're needing more balance, you're needing more stability, and peace and healing and patience. The main one for this is patience, and especially when you see the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, big timing cards. The things that you want in regards to this King and Queen of Pentacles, whether that's stability and structure and within yourself, your business, your finances, or a relationship, if that's what it represents, an actual true counterpart relationship, these things are not coming very quickly. It'll come in time. It will definitely come in time. But it's like to do with the choices you make. The crown you put on your head and the other crowns you allow around you. That type of thing. Oh, that picture actually joins up. That's so cute. I didn't know. Like the little hill, like it joins on the cards. It joins up and then so does the tree. So I don't know, there's something about it. It'll just come together. Is it there? Yeah, there. Oh, I love that. Anyway, I wonder if they meant that or not. Probably. In the outcome, we have got the Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups here. So when I first saw this, I heard apologies. So somebody may be coming in with an apology or wanting to have a heart-to-heart with you. But I don't even know why I said but. We've got the Chariot here and the Ten of Cups. So the outcome for you right now is... my God, I don't even know what to say actually about this, because at first I felt so many things, but now I'm not so sure. Let's get a confirmation on the Ten of Cups first, because the Ten of Cups can sometimes be like what is the final card? It's the 10. These are quite the outcome card. What do we got here? The Page of Swords. I don't know if that's reversed or not. I see someone here who just wants to like chase their dreams, make their dreams come true, follow their passions, follow their creative pursuits, learn new things, and trust that that will lead them to the happy family outcome that they want, or the, you know, the scene they see for themselves that will bring them the most happiness. The Lovers, the Star, the Eight of Cups here, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, for some of you this is about making really hard choices in love and relationships, and like really thinking things through clearly about what's going to bring you the Ten of Cups, that happy ever after scenario, and having the confidence to actually make choices, informed choices and commitments. There's a lot here about choice, but also analyzing those choices with the Page of Swords there, like leaving no stone unturned, really like looking at things very, every little detail to figure out which is the right choice for you, which is the right path to take, because you could go either way here. Interesting. All right, let's jump into the oracles and then the pendulum. So you have here the Bee, community, cooperation, and sweetness. Maybe you might feel like a bit of a busy bee right now. Bees inspire thoughts of sweetness and community. Bees work together, functioning in cooperation with others to advance the health and safety of their entire hive. Communication is central to this goal. In the end, through hard work and service to others, they create something pure and sweet, honey. It's the sweetness of honey that reminds us to be kind to others. The Bee card asks you to consider if you feel fulfilled and connected in your relationships, or if you need to communicate your needs to others more. Remember to be kind whenever you can, and to meet any challenges with an open heart. What part of life needs clearer communication, and how can you work more effectively with others? You have the card Solitude, as we saw before as well. Spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel rather than relying on the opinions or dictates of others. Break away from the crowd. Be on your own. This card also speaks of self-resourcefulness, self-reliance, and tenacious individuality. You may be struggling with the idea of that with the Nine of Pentacles in your challenge area, but like with the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups there, it's like I think you sell yourself short, or like you don't give yourself enough credit for your ability to co-create with spirit something actually quite magical for yourself on your own. If you're working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak, so let it flow. Definitely that strong creative energy in this reading. Let it flow. If you're in a relationship that's disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred room for incubation and self-transformation. And then we had time to collaborate with the ant spirit. I feel like ants were in my dream last night, but I can't remember. Like, it was a riot. It was an adventure. Anyway, ant spirit comes to visit. When ant spirit comes to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in partnership with others as a part of a community or tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track. And that's so what will help with the challenge right now is trusting in High Priestess, spirit connection, your boundaries, and meditation. Oh, you really will benefit from some meditation at this time. Keep you on track as you build the life you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. The other message Ant Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it. Whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you, everything is working to support you right now. Love it. Okay, you have, if you need to break the rules, do it with conviction to make a difference. A little permission right there. Challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges. And do not give up because something did not work out right away. And some tea leaf oracle to finish off, and then the pendulum. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. And I do feel that for you here with the Two of Cups. Like, there's a really good friend you're going to get the chance to connect with and sort of have a chat and feel better about things. You've got bird flying with news on the way. Mountain road, you are on the road to success. And bowl, plenty of material things. I do see that for you. If you've been in a situation that's materially, financially struggling, I do feel like it's not always going to be that way for this group, and there is like more abundance than you'd expect in your future for whatever reason. I really do strongly feel that things will, even if you are prosperous right now, and I think it's important to see yourself that way, there's more abundance to come where you won't feel so stressed or worried. I do feel that. All right, group 3. Let's do the pendulum. Okay, starting with a yes. Obviously take time to pause the video if you need more time to formulate your question, but just having a look at a yes, please. And show me a no. And the answer to group 3's question, please. So funny, I'm like hearing all of these questions coming flying at me, like as if you guys are all thinking your question in your mind. And and there are all these different voices. It's so funny. But it does feel like it's a no. But part of me wants to say it wants something, maybe you want it to be a yes, or it wants something wants to be a yes, but it's actually a no. I don't know. I hope that was supportive anyway for my beautiful group 3s. And yeah, as long as the feedback stays supportive and positive, then I'll keep doing the pendulum. If people are enjoying that, let me know if you're enjoying it. You can always opt to not do it as well if you don't. But anyway, what else do I need to say? I think I mentioned I'm going to be doing a love reading soon. I'm thinking about dropping one. I've just got to find the time to create it. And I'll probably just drop it randomly on you, like a nice little surprise. Because I haven't done a love reading in quite some time, and yeah, fun. Everyone likes to know what's going on. But anyway, I hope this reading has helped group 3. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance in this situation, and look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye.